we'll see some respect finally tonight after some of the shenanigans we've seen earlier. Both phenomenal competitors, you know, kind of an old school legend, a Hall of Fame wrestler in LaSalle, Acid, the human highlight reel versus the young Mr.450, battling for the rights to call himself Mr.450.
Well, as you can see, with him right now, it looks like he's favoring himself with a shoulder injury.
You know, and this matchup is all about ego. You know, it's not about hatred or revenge. It's both these gentlemen pride their career and their moves on the 450 finish. They're going to settle it here tonight. Only one man may be called 450 after this.
Well, you can see both competitors right now, you know, it's feeling each other out because they're both similar style wrestlers. How do you
well, that's what the whole thing is about. They have such a similar style. It's the 450. You know, it's a little bit about ego. It's a little bit about everything, but it is about respect. These are very talented individuals. They're both loved by the fans here in LaSalle, and this is just kind of to prove themselves something.
Well, the thing is that
if the old dog can learn new tricks, we'll find out tonight.
Well, you know, Acid, he's got enough tricks up his sleeve to possibly beat 450 here tonight.
And I thought Acid hit.
Well, it's interesting is that it's like the battle toe-to-toe. Who's going to bend and who's going to break? Personal real quickly.
Well, it's going to be personal. This is about honor for them. You know, they both think they're the 450 master. You know, this is about, you know, respect in their own minds.
And you can see with, you know, 450, you know, he's in a ring with a Hall of Famer. You know, he knows everyone's watching. We're on the biggest stage of the night, biggest stage of the year, and he wants to prove it home.
And for those of you that don't know the history of Acid, I'm sure there's a few DVDs back there that will educate you on sale right now.
I think everyone downstairs felt that one.
That's the Acid I remember.
You can't stop this guy. He's not called a human highlight reel for nothing. And I've been fortunate to know this Acid for a long time. I mean, he's one of the toughest guys I've known. One of the guys that comes up with the most unique moves I've seen in years, and he ain't giving up.
This man has literally knocked the lights out and has shown.
I mean, when you can take Sabu to the limits, you know you got talent. And that's the hard thing. You're in the ring with the guy that wrestles like you. The crowd's divided, half for 450, half for Acid. You're not relying on the crowd for your internet. You're relying on your own personal pride.
No, and this is kind of, you know, two generations of wrestling here. You got, you know, a legend here in LaSalle, a Hall of Famer, Acid, has tore the house down in many, many events. And you got 450 that's just starting to upcoming and prove himself a new young superstar. This is a battle of respect for them. It's going to be hard for the fans. Everybody loves both these individuals, but this is about personal respect and gain from both of them.
On top of it, we know 450, he's been in a lot of major angles this year, being in the hunt for the title. And 450 knows a win over Acid, that's a foot in his cap on the big stage of the year. That's almost win for any title he wants.
And remember, you know, in Acid's acceptance speech for the Hall of Fame, he said, you haven't seen nothing yet. And he's not leaving this company until he gets something around his waist. You know, this is a major stepping stone for him. If he has to get through 450 to prove himself a little worthy, he may be an old dog, but he is not counted out yet.
As you can see, both competitors are slugging it out. And it's like a heavyweight championship boxing match here in LaSalle.
Well, it's such similar styles. I remember watching Acid early in his career, and I see that in Mr.450 every time I watch it.
Yeah, and that's what makes Mr.450 special here. Just the heart and desire that Acid has shown over the years here in the area.
The one thing we know about Acid, he's never given up a fight. He's faced some of the biggest names and competitors that come to this town in multiple companies, and he's always shining.
Being a Hall of Famer, you think he's going to lose a step. I don't think Acid's even lost a step. He's just getting better. He's like a fine wine, better every year.
No, he may be a little older, but I think he can hold his own against the young 450.
As you can see, 450's the first guy back to his feet, so he's got the edge right now, but you got to take advantage of it. You can't give anything away from a wrestling guy like Acid.
He is taking advantage of the situation, but we don't see any cheap shots like we've seen a lot of times tonight, BL. This is a definite respect matchup, and that's what I like to see here. DREAMWAVE LaSalle, and these fans deserve it.
As you said, you're not going to see any other talent just as great as this anywhere else, but here only DREAMWAVE. I think Acid just knocked the lights out of him once again here in LaSalle.
Remember, this is a battle of 450. I expect to see it. Definitely high flying out of home for this matchup.
Well, you can see Acid just going right over the top, landing right on 450 there. It's like anyone's game right now.
You got Mr.450 trying to prove what Mr.450. He's a definite high flyer. He's full of energy. He's a great competitor. You got Acid, a Hall of Famer that wants to show these fans that he ain't done yet. Just because he's in a Hall of Fame, he's far from over in his career. Taking it back into the ring, so they can actually do what they meant to set out to do.
Well, as I said, both of us know Acid very well. Hall of Fame, best careers so far, but you know what? He's not ready to hang it up.
No, he's far from hanging it up. This match is going to prove a lot to just himself and
you can see Mr.450, taking his side of what's he going to do to Acid.
And your winner, Mr.450 Hammett.
What you can see great competitor.